Welcome to SUNY Delhi's Hazard Communication and Right to Know training. The Hazard Communication Standard of 1994 was revised in 2012. Its goal is to be consistent with the United Nations Globally Harmonized System. Changes you'll see: specific terminology changes. Hazard determination is now hazard classification. Evaluate is now classify, and what was MSDS or material safety data sheets is now SDSs or safety data sheets. The information that used to be in the definition section was moved to the appendices. Appendix A will have the health hazard criteria, B, physical hazard criteria, C, allocation of label elements, and D, your safety data sheets. The purpose of the regulation is to protect employees from chemical hazards in the workplace. A hazardous chemical is any chemical which is classified as a physical hazard or a health hazard. This also includes simple asphyxiants, combustible dusts, pyrophoric gases, and hazards that are not otherwise classified. Hazard class and category, where appropriate, identify and consider full range of available scientific literature and other evidence concerning potential hazards, including mixtures. Again, reference the Appendix A for health hazards and B for your physical hazards. B here, you'll have your definition section, specifically for flammable liquids. In this case, flammable liquid means a liquid having a flash point of not more than 199.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Flash point means the minimum temperature at which a liquid gives off vapor in sufficient concentration to form an ignitable mixture with air near the surface of the liquid as determined by a method identified in section B.63. Your classification criteria next is a flammable liquid shall be classified into one of the four categories. Category 1, your more severe hazards. They have a flash point below 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit, and their initial boiling point starts at or below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Your category 4 is your least severe flammable hazard. These have a flash point above 140 degrees Fahrenheit and a flash point below or equal to 199.4 degrees Fahrenheit. More in Appendix B of your physical hazards. You have your hazard class on the side. To the right of that, you have your hazard categories. Again, 1 being the most severe, and as you progress in numbers to 4 would be your least severe. So your classes are your explosives, flammable gases, aerosols, oxidizing gases, gases under pressure, flammable liquids, self-reactive chemicals, pyrophoric liquids and solids and gases, self-heating chemicals, chemicals which in contact with water emit flammable gases, oxidizing liquids, solids, organic peroxides, corrosive to metal, and combustible dusts. Pictograms have changed and now are consistent. Your old yellow pictogram has been replaced with a red diamond with the picture on the inside. This specific one is your exploding bomb. This would be used if the chemical has explosive properties, self-reactive properties, or possibility of being an organic peroxide. The flame hazard or flammable hazard is a red diamond with a bar with a flame over top of it. These are gases, aerosols, solids, and liquids. Precautions when using these: be aware of sources of ignition, proper storage and housekeeping, and proper use when handling. Here again is a comparison of the new and old flammable liquid criteria. As I said before, your category 1s are your more severe. We went over the temperature limits of those for being your least severe. Prior to that, similar flash points and boiling points. Your classes were designated by letters instead of numbers. Next pictogram is gases under pressure. They were formerly known as compressed gases. This is a red diamond with a cylinder on the interior of the diamond. This could be oxygen, acetylene, chlorine, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. There's multiple gases that we have on campus that are encompassed in cylinders. Oxidizers. Your new oxidizer pictogram is a red diamond with a bar and a circle over it engulfed in flames. These are substances which may generally, by providing oxygen, cause or contribute to the combustion of other materials more than just air alone. Pyrophorics, they would be symbolized with the flame pictogram. They're a solid or liquid, which even in small quantities are liable to ignite within 5 minutes after coming in contact with air. And your gases is a chemical in a gaseous state that will ignite spontaneously in the air at temperatures of 130 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Self-reactive and self-heating chemicals. Self-reactive chemicals are thermally unstable liquid or solid chemicals liable to undergo strongly exothermic decomposition even without participation of oxygen. Your self-heating of a substance or mixture is a process where the gradual reaction of the substance or mixture with oxygen and air generates heat. Chemicals which in contact with water emit flammable gases. These are solid or liquid chemicals which by interaction with water are liable to become spontaneously flammable or to give off flammable gases in dangerous quantities. Your organic peroxides are thermally unstable chemicals which may undergo exothermic self-accelerating decomposition. In addition, they may have one or more of the following properties: be liable to explosive decomposition, burn rapidly, be sensitive to impact or friction, and react dangerously with other substances. In cases of explosive decomposition, you'll also, as well as the flame pictogram, you'll be accompanied by the exploding bomb pictogram as well. And here's your Appendix A with the health hazards, with their classes and categories, same as Appendix B. The lower the number, the more severe the hazard. Your acute toxicities have categories 1 through 4, skin corrosion and irritations, 1A, 1B, 1C, and 2. You'll see those year 1, 2, and 3, or in this case 1A, 1B, 1C. They will have danger as a warning. Serious eye damage or eye irritation is 1 and 2A and 2B. Your respiratory skin sensitizers are 1. Germ cell mutagenicity, 1A, 1B, 2. Carcinogenicity, 1A, 1B, and 2. Reproductive toxicity, 1A, 1B, 2, and lactation. Specific target organ toxicity or single exposure or STOT, 1, 2, and 3. STOT repeated exposure or specific target organ toxicity repeated exposure is 1 and 2, and aspiration is 1, while simple asphyxiants have a single category. See you all on part 2.